Take a few breaths here just to breathe and relax. Let's add some movement to your breath. Inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, press the low back into the mat, slightly tucking your tail. Your inhale will reverse that, send your tailbone into the mat, and get an arch. Continue alternating between those two movements. And make the next few a little smaller. And then finally settle into what feels like right in between those two movements. That's pretty good. Maybe we'll just bring it a little bit, ever so slightly. Keep your legs right where they were. That's it, right there. There was just a little bit of a release in the hip. That's what we want. All right, try to maintain that and lift your right leg up into tabletop position. Exhale, float it back down, and then do the left. This is subtle, it's not very hard, but you will feel your belly kick in to maintain that nice neutral pelvis that we just found. And just one more time, either side. Good. Open your feet about as wide as your mat. Send your right knee in towards your left. Let your left leg fall towards the side. You can maybe even look over your right shoulder, thus completing the twist of the spine. And then bring the legs back and we'll do the same thing to the other side. And then finally bring the legs back. Bring your feet a little closer to your bottom. And just like we did at the beginning, exhale and press your low back into the mat. And this time allow it to raise your butt a little off the mat, just about there. Hold it here a moment and feel yourself somewhat hammock into your back. So try to relax the back muscles a bit. And then you can lie the spine down all the way. And this time we'll come up a little higher, so initiate the same way. Press the low back into the mat, lift up maybe to about the mid-back. Hold it here, a breath cycle as you let the back body relax. And then on your next exhale, melt through the breastbone. Lie the spine down. All right, this time we'll lift all the way up into a true shoulder bridge, so press your low back into the mat, peel off. Hold it here, reaching your fingertips towards your heels. On your exhale, narrow everything down towards your knees. Just like that. Take one more big inhale at the top. And exhale, melt through the breastbone and roll it all the way down. Good. So we're basically just working our way up the spine. Let's work a little on your shoulders now. Take your arms up to the ceiling. These are called puppet arms. So sometimes, that's right, we're going to lift the arms up, and then as if I drop your strings, you just plop your shoulders down. So keep doing that. Focusing on the release of the muscles. We're actually letting some muscles go here. Now hold this plopped sensation. You feel how wide you are between the shoulders? It looks great. Reach your arms behind you without popping the ribs. And then circle them around to the hips. And then here's the trick. As you bring your arms back up, try to keep that flop sensation. Good. So let's just make a couple circles in that direction. And then reverse. Let's work your upper abdominal curl. Let's start by making a little shark fin with your fingers like this and put your fin right here at the sternum. That's right. As you inhale, you'll feel your hands rise a bit. And then as you exhale, you might feel them fall a bit. So we'll use that exhale to our advantage. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale and sink, curl up over that sunken sensation. Hold it here. So you should be about the tips of your shoulder blades and your upper abdominal curl. That looks pretty good. And then lie everything all the way back down. And one more time. Now very naturally what happened is the bottom of your tail tucked under. That's organic. That's what probably should happen because the spine is connected. But as we get a little better in Pilates, you can hold that upper abdominal curl and be long in the pelvis the other way. So press your tailbone into the mat a little bit the other way. Yeah, like that. Very hard to do as we get a little bit better. And then roll all the way back down. So you can remember that sensation as we come back to it later. Let's flip over onto all fours. Get nice and long through your spine. Let's just turn over the right shoulder and look towards the right hip. Breathing into the left side of the body now. It's gentle, but it feels nice. And then come back to the middle and go the other way. Hold it here, and then inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Take a big look at it, all the way up like this. And then exhale, weave it down and through. Place the right shoulder on or near the mat. For thread the needle. One more time like that. Really wring the air out of the lungs on your exhale. Okay, same thing other side. And come back to all fours. Hold it here. Feel as if your belly's really braced. And maintain that sense of brace, but I'd like you to sag in between your shoulder blades. Just like, right, feel that? Now you've got a divot there. Okay, press away from the earth and lift back up into my hand. That's right. One more time. And then press back up into my hand. So you can be here without necessarily being round. You're just pressed away from the earth. Maintain that. Maintain the belly braced and slide your right foot back behind you and then your left as if you were about to do a push-up. Hold it here for a breath cycle, focusing on this area up in here and keeping the belly in. And then bend the right knee in and the left. Let's just do the left one first this time. So tall neck, there you go, and then right. Hold here a breath cycle. And left knee in. And right knee in. Good job. Sit back onto your heels for a child's pose. Good. Okay, go ahead and lie down onto your back. Bring yourself a little bit towards me so you have a bit more room for your head. All right, bend the knees into tabletop position. Float your puppet arms up to the ceiling. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. That's, oh, you knew where I was going. Go ahead and hump. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, so stay nice and broad through here. Good adjustment and reach from the underside of the arm. Good. Okay, go ahead and lie down onto your back. Bring yourself a little bit towards me so you have a bit more room for your head. All right, bend the knees into tabletop position. Float your puppet arms up to the ceiling. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. That's, oh, you knew where I was going. Go ahead and hump. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, so stay nice and broad through here. Good adjustment and reach from the underside of the armpit. Just 3 more breaths. Pump like you mean it. And relax everything down. Nod your head one direction and then the other to relieve your neck tension. Place your hands underneath of your bottom and bend your, actually change my mind. Keep your hands out like this. Take your legs nice and straight. Reach the arms behind you without letting the ribs pop. So you'll bring the arms back up a little bit higher and let your ribs settle back into your body. That's it, like that. Now, arms up to the ceiling. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Heel up and reach past your toes, and you can even flex your feet. There. Now stay low as you begin to roll backwards, reaching towards the plant here with your heels and fingers, even as your back pulls back. Well done. That was 1. Let's do 5 with flow. Last one. Surprise here at the end. So roll back halfway. Hold it here. Take an inhale and fill up your back lungs. That feels pretty nice. Then exhale, curl up an inch. Inhale, roll down 2 inches. Sliding the tail, exhale up an inch. Inhale down 2 inches. Exhale up an inch. And roll all the way down.
Oh.
Hello, abs. All right, now bend your knees into tabletop position and stick maybe your thumbs or even your whole fingertips underneath your bottom. Take the legs up towards the ceiling. Let's just do a couple small raises and lowers. So lift off just like that. Yep. Activating into the low belly to initiate. Good, 2 more. Bend the knees and rest. Let's do some leg circles. We'll do the advanced kind. So bend the right knee into tabletop position and take the leg up to your threshold. Okay, lean it towards me just a bit. There we go. Now use your abdominals to lift the leg up and over, circle it down and around, keep your left hip still. That's right. One more time. All right, so reverse. Up and over, and then still. One more time. Hold it here. Put your hands behind your leg. Walk up your leg. And then down the leg. Nice light touch. 2 more times. Stay lifted here on this third one. Nice proud chest. Do a couple ankle rolls in either direction. And then point and flex. Light touch walks you down. Scissor kick the legs to switch. Okay? And then head down, up and over, circle down, around and up. Reverse. Keep the leg lifted, walk up the leg, and down 3 times. Stay lifted on this third one for your ankle rolls. And your points and flex. Good. All right, roll it all the way down. Do a full roll up all the way up to seated for rolling like a ball. Scoot your seat up towards your feet. Bring the hands, let's go for the shins. That's even a little bit harder. Yeah. You picked it. So keep your nose in towards your knees. Stay nice and tight. Now as you roll back to the shoulder blades on the inhale, exhale, curl right back up. Not bad. Keep going. I'm going to give you a little bit of help. Try it now. There you go.
Oh.
Exhale all the air out on the way up. Inhale it. Good. Hold it here. Put your right hand on your right ankle, your left hand on your right knee. Extend the left leg to the street and roll back just to the shoulder blades. Hold it here. Really give the leg a pull into the shoulder and then switch. Outside hand to outside ankle.
Yeah.
Almost. So think left hand, left ankle. There you go.
Yeah.
And now right hand, right ankle. You got it. And don't worry so much about that. Just give the leg a nice pull up into the shoulder. Good. Pull both knees in for double leg. Stretch your arms and legs away. Circle the arms around and hug the knees in. Now keep your nose attached to your navel by a string. That's it. So even as the arms go back, the head stays up. One more. And relax. Relieve your neck tension. Good. That's the only 2 in the stomach series that just Pilates actually did, but there are 3 more that have been added later. They're fun too. So bend the knees back into your tabletop position. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders back up. Let's take one leg up to the ceiling, one leg out. Grab behind the calf, give it a pull, pull, and switch. Slicing straight legs through the air like scissors. If you're flexible enough, you might enjoy a flexed foot here as well. Good. All right, keep both legs up to the ceiling, hands behind the head. This is small now. Inhale and reach the legs towards me just a few inches. Exhale, scoop the belly to bring them back up to the ceiling. 5 times. Now bend the knees, grab behind the legs, press into your hands a bit to curl yourself up so high you barely feel the shoulder blades. Keep that height, bring your hands behind the head. It's just a suggestion. Twist, look back to the back elbow, send the other leg out. And stay that high as you continue going from side to side. Twisting right around the pivot point of your sternum. Imagine you're on a tightrope. Last 2, make them good. 1, and good. 2, and relax all the way down. Nicely done. Take a big breath. And then curl up to seated. For spine stretch forward. So sit back just a little bit on your mat and open your feet about mat width apart. Okay? Float your arms up. So you'll be really tall here. Imagine growing up against a wall. Then exhale, come up and over an imaginary ball, making a U with your body. Rest your head in between your arms as well. And then from the very bottom of your spine, stack back up 1 vertebra at a time. Chin will be the last thing to lift. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, round up and over, making the horseshoe. And then stack it back up. 2 more. Place your hands on your ankles here. And inhale, practice breathing into the sides of your back. So inhale into my hands, expanding them. Feel how your lungs can inflate you all the way down in there. That's nice to check in with that every once in a while. Okay. Drag your right knee in, holding onto the ankle. And then your left knee in. You'll pitch back into a balanced position. And throwing a new one at you here. So let's come like this.
Okay.
Yeah. And put your hands this way so that you can take your right leg up. Now can drag it down through sand. It's very purposeful. And then left leg up and drag back down. And just one more time each side. And relax. Go ahead and lie all the way down onto your back. Bring your thumbs underneath of your bottom again. Bend the knees into tabletop position. Straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. And keep a slight bend to the knee if you need. We'll come across, circle down, around, and up. Pause and reverse. And bend the knees in. Roll all the way to seated for saw. Open your legs wider than your mat. Arms float out to the side, slightly forward. Grow tall on the inhale. Exhale, twist and saw your pinky toe off with your pinky finger. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale to wring the air out of the lungs. One more time each direction. Let's extend our back. So let's extend now. Inhale and reach your right arm, your left leg, and your head. And set it back down. And then reverse. Good. One more time each direction. And relax down. Now, bring your hands underneath of your head and keep your forehead glued to your hands. Lift the top half of your body up off of the mat, including your hands, so they'll be glued to your forehead. And that's even maybe a little too high, so think length. That's right. Reach towards the street and maybe raise the elbows just a bit higher. And now lengthen back down. This is one of my favorite ways to extend the back. Let's do it again. Keep organized through the belly. Reach through the toes in opposition and out the crown of the head. And just one more time. Let's try to apply those principles to a full-on swan. So you can flex your feet back behind you if you're cramping. That's okay. That happens a lot. Put your forehead on the mat with your hands underneath of your shoulders and your elbows up to the ceiling. Think of pulling yourself towards the plant first. So you'll go towards the street. That's it. And then begin to lift, sending your elbows back towards your hips. Just about to here. Reach the chest forward. And then exhale, place the spine back down. That looked really nice. Do two more. And then come up onto your forearms. Remember at the beginning when we sag through the shoulders and then we press up away, try to maintain the sensation of pressing up away. Pull your belly in so that I can slide a piece of paper underneath of it and then kick your butt with one leg. Then as it goes down, the other leg kicks. You can bring your legs a little closer together. Whichever knee is bent, feel energy shooting out the leg, out the knee towards the back of the room. Let's do double legs. So come down onto your right ear and bring your hands back behind on your back. Let the elbows fall towards the floor. Close the legs together and kick the butt 3 times. Kick 1, 2, 3. Reach the legs, lift, big inhale. Exhale to the other ear, hands and elbows come back. Kick, 2, 3, and lift. And exhale. One more time each side. hold, and come down through the middle. Press back into child's pose, relieve your back. Okay, come all the way back up to seated. Swing your legs around so that they're towards the street. And lie back onto your back. Arms by your side, bend the knees, feet about hip width apart. This is a true full-on shoulder bridge, so exhale, press the low back into the mat, lift all the way up, send the energy of the knee out over the foot. Hold it here, narrow through the rib cage and the waist. Let's try an experiment today and see what happens. Can you reach your right leg towards me? Kick it up to the ceiling and back towards me 5 times. Good, set the foot down, reorient your pelvis, and we'll do the same thing with the left leg now. Drag the leg back in, level the hips out, and exhale, melt through the breastbone and roll it all the way down. Well done. Roll up to seated for spine twist. So your legs are together on this one. Arms are out to the side, slightly forward in your vision. And then grow tall as you exhale, exhale, inhale back to center. And try not to let your feet move. One more time each side. And relax the arms down. Roll back onto your back. Turn onto your side, lining your back up against the back of the mat, bringing your feet forward, your legs forward at a 45-degree angle. You can do anything with your arm here. You can be out like this or even up on the forearm. That's up to you. If you're on the forearm, though, of course, you're not allowed to sag. You have to press away from the earth. I like that. That'll be a hard version for you. Lift the right leg up so that it's parallel to the ground, and now reach it out of the waist wrinkles. Now your hips are stacked. Keep that sensation as the leg kicks forward, reaches back. Very good. You did a great job of keeping your torso stable as the leg was kicking. And then this part back here, the reach, to get that little kiss behind the tush there. Two more. And relax the leg down. Let's flip so that your head is this way and feet are that way, and do the other side. Okay, feet forward at the 45, press away from the earth. Put an imaginary cup of hot tea on the hips and try not to let it spill as you're doing your kicks. So lift the top leg, and how about a little flexed foot too? Give me a little pulse this way, reach long back way. Final two. And relax the leg down. Okay, lie back down onto your back. Let's do head that way, feet this way. Preparing for teaser. Your teasers look great, especially for someone who was blessed with such long legs. So reach your legs out and your arms behind you. On your inhale, curl up, reach your hands to your toes. Beautiful. Hold it here, just a breath, and then melt through your middle, eyes and feet descend at the same level all the way back down. Two more. And Hold it here. Bring your hands back behind you to the mat. Make 3 small circles each direction with the legs. Finally, bend the knees and give a little hug. Those are hip circles. I threw those in there. And it was nice. Flip over onto your belly, head facing that way for swimming. Let's stretch the hip flexors out a bit. Okay, arms straight out in front. Raise through your belly, slightly press the pubic bone into the mat. Everything lifts off the mat and hovers. Again, thinking length more than height. So you stretch yourself in opposite directions. And relax down. Take a few cleansing breaths here. When you're ready, lift back up. Your count, an internal count of 10. Good. Bend your knees, taking your heels towards the ceiling. And just windshield wipe rhythm from side to side to relieve your back a little. Now let's come up onto all fours and do leg pull, but this mat is really, it moves a lot. So I think what I'd like is for your hands to stay on the mat, but when your feet are out, they're gonna be on the floor. Okay, all right? So step your feet back into a push-up position. So away from the earth with the arms, that's right. Lift your right leg up. Reach it so far back towards the plant that the left heel goes down. Come back up onto the left toes, set the right foot down, and switch. And try not to pike your butt. It'll pike a little bit, but it doesn't have to go too far. And even here we're sliding, so just do one more time each side. Thanks for being a good sport. Good, and come back down onto the knees. Okay, sit down facing me. The reverse of this, we don't have to worry so much about the mat. Bring your hands back behind you, your legs straight out in front. Now watch your knees here. If it starts to hurt, you can always bend the knee a little bit. Make a little shelf for your chest with your shoulders. Press into your, may as well just stop. Hi, we're still filming. Sure. Make a little shelf for your shoulders with your arms. Press into your heels and lift your bottom off the mat. Now if your knees are okay like that, we'll maintain this, but can you kick one leg up to the ceiling and back down 3 times? And then the other leg. Good, you made that look easier than what it is. Go ahead and sit down. Kneel facing the lobby. Okay. And tilt over so that one hand is on the floor, the other hand is behind the head. The right leg is out towards the plant. Okay. Lift it up off of the mat. Lift it straight. Kick it forward towards me and lengthen it back. Now bend the knee, look down towards your hand, use your breath and belly to simply float up and then tip over to the other side. Okay, and behind the head, leg lifts, belly in, 5 kicks. Bend the knee and look, float all the way up. Come to seated, facing the plant. For seal, so this is a rolling exercise. Let's give you your pad back. Okay. Tilt back into your balanced position and then read a book with your hands. Weave your book down and through. So let's go the other way. You got it. Okay, and grab at the ankle. Now press your legs into your arms and your arms into your legs, and you'll feel that connect you right at the groin. From that position, clap your feet 3 times, 2, 3, roll back to the shoulder blades, eyes on the belly. Exhale back up. And 1, 2, 3. Use your exhale and your breath to come up. Good, that was your best one. Do 2 more like that. Place your feet on the mat. Come all the way up to standing. Come here to the back edge. And I think maybe this time I will have you on the, yeah, just be aware of the fact that it's a bit cushy of a mat and it might slide a little. So take your arms straight up overhead. Exhale and round down, find the floor with your hands. Walk out to a plank position like you're going to do a push-up. Do 3 push-ups. Pike your butt back up, walking the hands back to the feet. Bend the knees slightly, dangle here for a moment. And then scoop into your belly and begin rolling up 1 vertebra at a time. Your chin will be the last thing to lift. Once it does, take the arms overhead, big inhale. Exhale, grow taller as the arms float to the sides. And you're all done. Thank you.
Thank you.